Hello and welcome to MoneyLive News and Views. I am Devashish Basu. On 24th February, the National Stock Exchange suffered a technical outage that wiped out almost the entire trading session, barring the 50 minutes or so. This was 10th NSE glitch in less than 4 years. As I mentioned last time, the handling of this episode was inept. A series of things went wrong. The disaster recovery side did not work. Interoperability between clearing corporations did not work. There was no communication from NSE that the market would restart right until 3:17 p.m., by which time big brokers had squared off the intraday positions, assuming that the market would not reopen, which inflicted a lot of losses on a lot of traders. The outage caused serious embarrassment not only for the NSE but also for SEBI and even for the Government of India. On that very day, the Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, was in a webinar urging foreign investors to tap India's investment opportunities thrown up by the government's decision to privatize several public sector entities. A market stoppage at that very time the reforms being talked about undermined that message, leading the finance minister to say that the NSE glitch has cost the government immensely. Later, the FM mentioned about the failure of interoperability between the exchanges as one of the big problems on that day. And she said that the SEBI chairman has assured that such events will not happen in future. Now, I have serious views about this. I am not sure that this will not happen. Here is the big problem. In quickly coming to the defense of NSE, a SEBI press release of February 24th had pointed out that other countries also face market outages. This means that after suffering 10 glitches in less than 4 years, an 11th one is likely to come very soon. If the FM has been told the next time the NSE went down or the BSE went down, let's say, trading will move seamlessly to another exchange, I'm sorry, that will not happen. Here are the facts on the ground regarding interoperability, which no one seems to have addressed so far. What exactly is interoperability, or interop as it's called? And will it work if there is another outage tomorrow? More than 2 years ago, on November 27, 2018, SEBI announced that brokers should be able to trade on any exchange and then have the trades cleared by either of the two clearing corporations, NSE Clearing Limited, controlled by NSE, or Indian Clearing Corporation, controlled by the BSE. The idea was this: when NSE or BSE suffered an outage, trades should move automatically to another exchange and be cleared by that exchange's clearing arm. If the FM has been assured that the next time there's a glitch that this would actually happen, here is a spoiler: no, interop will not work even then. The reason is, while most brokers have upgraded their back-end systems to trade at one place and clear at another, their front-end systems have not been upgraded. They are not compliant with SEBI's circular of November 2018, and no one seems to be aware, nor has anything been done about it. The hitch is that the front-end systems are sold by software vendors, which is Odin and Nest, which are not classified as market intermediaries, and therefore they do not come under SEBI regulations. They are not in a hurry to implement interop features. Why so? It is a mega change for them and too risky, hence it has got postponed, says one leading market intermediary. According to another source, while SEBI has done a commendable job in putting in place various regulations, ensuring that everyone actually complies with them, that is somewhat of an issue. The fact is, SEBI regulations are often framed without market-wide consultation or involving all the stakeholders in the process, while investors, the biggest stakeholders, are never part of any consultations, even though most circulars affect them. In this case, the interop circular was issued without finding out whether brokers would be in a position to implement it technologically. On March 26, 2019, SEBI issued guidelines for business continuity plan and disaster recovery of market infrastructure institutions. Those are MIIs, that include stock exchanges, depositories, and clearing corporations. But it did not define what a disaster is, leaving the respective MIIs to make these crucial decisions. The guidelines included MIIs having a near site for disaster recovery to ensure zero data loss, and a full-fledged disaster recovery site that is at least 500 kilometers away and in a completely different seismic zone. MIIs are supposed to conduct do their live sessions every 6 months from DR sites without prior announcement. The systems are supposed to be high availability, fault tolerant, no single point failure, zero data loss, and data and transaction integrity. These are really very high and very strict standards. Drills should be conducted on a quarterly basis, says SEBI, and yet despite such absolutely stringent guidelines which have been around for 2 years now, NSE could not get its NEAR site or its disaster recovery site working. As Ashish Chauhan, MD and CEO of Bombay Stock Exchange, says, some minor regulations may get implemented extremely well at all levels, whereas some large policy or even nationally important issues do not get implemented. Interoperability was one such, and unless the Ministry of Finance and SEBI really looks at it very closely and gets this done as fast as possible, the next time there is an outage, you will have the same problem. Thanks for watching.